This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today, we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Rams of St. Louis.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And incomplete to open things. Well, this city, St. Louis, so heartbroken when the Rams left for L.A. following the 2015 season. But they believe they get a chance to get a team back here someday, and now today's the day. An NFL relocation team back here in St. Louis, and this fan base ecstatic, and they have welcomed them with open arms. Now Jackson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Michael Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Jackson. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The coverage by Zion McCullough.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
19 tight. 19.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Come on. Set. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Rams, nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. but I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. And he is caught. He's across midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua, 62 yards. And the Rams take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner.
So that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Running left is Walker. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
No gain on the play.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Seahawks' 47-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Forward. 180.
Now it's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Past the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The fullback comes through with a big play there. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
180.
They'll try and run for the first with Corum. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll make it 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the run. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's good.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
19 Tiger, 60 Maverick.
2nd and 11. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be corralled well up midfield right around the 40-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's struggling, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Come on.
They'll look to throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17. Michael Dixon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense, there he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
They'll take over the 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. He finds Wilson, and he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Another Seahawks first down. A gain of 12.
Ready?
First down, Seahawks.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's got a man complete.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 35 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Rams 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Xavier McKinney on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run good for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Go! 77 Wolf. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They'll try and do this. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
A 53-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receiver...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jamar Chase, 65 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Rams 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And bulldozing his way through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up second and
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He's got daylight. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 63 yards. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, Alf, sit up.
Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, report. Report.
Now Jackson. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jamar Chase, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Rams are back within a score. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 38, Rams 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Rams Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll try for the first with Walker. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
19-18.
On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the jump.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
79. Tag. Cougar. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Right back to Pitts again. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week